Today we are going to discuss first chapter of economics, that is the introductory part, unit 1 introduction. Under this we will be learning two subunits. First one is definition of economics and the second one is subject matter of economics. So let's start. First of all, we need to understand what actually an economics implies. What is the meaning of economics? Economics का मतलब क्या होता है? So, the economics is the study of choices or choice making. But choice making of what? Why do we need to make choices? This question might be arises, right? So let us find the answer from the below definition. Here it is written that economics is defined as the study of the use of scarce resources to satisfy unlimited human needs or wants. Here we are finding a new word, that is scarce. Some of you might be familiar with this word, but for those who doesn't know the meaning of scarce, so the scarce means crisis of something, or when we have limited amount of something. जब हमारे पास कोई चीज़ लिमिटेड होती है, कम होती है, उसे हम स्कार्स कहते हैं. So means we have to fulfill our needs or wants with the available limited resources, and that is why we have to make choices, because we can't be able to fulfill all our wants or needs as the resources are limited or scarce. So that is why we need to make choices. So economics मतलब जब हम लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज को प्रॉपरली अलोकेट करके अपनी डिमांड और फुलफिल नीड्स को फुलफिल करते हैं, सेटिस्फाई करते हैं, उसे इकोनॉमिक्स कहते हैं. वन मोर थिंग फ्रॉम हियर वी नीड टू नो, दैट इज अबाउट एडम स्मिथ. ही इज नोन एज द फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न इकोनॉमिक्स, और यू कैन से फादर ऑफ इकोनॉमिक्स. ये मोस्टली MCQ टाइप और ऑब्जेक्टिव टाइप क्वेश्चन में फॉर 1 मार्क्स हमारे एग्जाम्स में आ सकते हैं. सो जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट एडम स्मिथ इज नोन एज द फादर ऑफ मॉडर्न इकोनॉमिक्स. नाउ लेट अस मूव ऑन टू अनदर स्लाइड. स्कार्सिटी. स्कार्सिटी को प्रीवियस स्लाइड में भी हमने समझा. लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड मोर अबाउट इट विथ सम एग्जाम्पल. हियर in this picture you can see that one slice of pizza is there, but 6 persons are wanting that. Means availability of food is limited but number of persons are more. हमारे पास फूड लिमिटेड है लेकिन नंबर ऑफ पर्सन्स जिन्हें वो चाहिए वो ज़्यादा हैं. सो दिस इज़ वन ऑफ द एग्जाम्पल ऑफ स्कार्सिटी और क्राइसिस ऑफ फूड. नाउ व्हाट कुड बी डन हियर? So we need to distribute that one slice among 6 persons appropriately, जिससे कि उन 6 लोगों की need fulfill हो सके. In this picture also, a boy is studying but he doesn't have enough time to cover his full syllabus within that much of time. Means crisis of time or shortage of time. और इसकी वजह से ही नीड टू एलोकेट हिज टाइम विद दोज चैप्टर्स फर्स्ट विच आर मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट. तो उसे अपने उस टाइम को इस तरह यूटिलाइज करना है कि जिन चैप्टर्स में ज़्यादा मार्क्स हैं और जो चैप्टर्स ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट हैं वो चैप्टर्स को वो पढ़ सके. बिकॉज ही कांट डिवोट हिज ऑल टाइम टू ऑल द चैप्टर्स बिकॉज टाइम इज़ लेस. So from these two examples, I hope the concept of scarcity is more clear to all of you. Just see the bullet written here. It explains that when supply of resources cannot meet demand, means जब resources की supply हमारी demand को meet नहीं कर पाती, fulfill नहीं कर पाती, उसे हम scarcity कहते हैं. Here also it shows when want is more than the available resources, it leads to scarcity. Because अगर हमारे पास available resources unlimited होता तो we all could be able to fulfill all our demands, all our needs, और फिर scarcity arise होता ही नहीं. But since resources की shortage है, resources कम है हमारे पास comparing it with people's demand और needs, जिसकी वजह से स्कार्सिटी अराइज होता है विच क्रिएट्स अ लॉट ऑफ इकोनॉमिकल प्रॉब्लम. अच्छा, इकोनॉमिकल प्रॉब्लम, हियर वी आर फाइंडिंग वन न्यू वर्ड, इकोनॉमिकल प्रॉब्लम. सो जैसे कि स्कार्सिटी को एक्सप्लेन किया, वहाँ से इट लीड्स टू इकोनॉमिकल प्रॉब्लम. So from here we can say that an economical problem means problem of deciding or choosing how to satisfy unlimited wants with limited resources. Economical problem मतलब when we have to decide or when we have to choose that how we can satisfy our unlimited needs or wants उन limited resources के साथ, उसे हम economical problem कहते हैं. And due to this economical problem, or to resolve this economical problem, we have to plan or allocate our limited resources in a most effective or efficient manner so that every individual could be able to fulfill at least their daily or day-to-day needs. So, for this purpose, 3 major things we need to keep in our mind. First, what to produce. Second, how to produce. And third, for whom to produce. पहला, हमें क्या प्रोड्यूस करना है विद दोज लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज. दूसरा, कैसे प्रोड्यूस करना है. एंड द थर्ड वन इज़ किसके लिए प्रोड्यूस करना है, जिससे कि हम विदाउट एनी वेस्टेज हमारे पास जो लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेज हैं उसे हम प्रॉपरली यूटिलाइज कर सकें, उसका हम ऑप्टिमम यूटिलाइजेशन कर सकें. Now, let us move on to another slide. With the word scarcity, all of you are hearing or seeing 2 more words continuously, that is needs and want. What do you all think, whether there is any difference between these 2 words, needs and want? Yes, there is a difference between these 2 words, need and want. Have some distinction between them. Now what are those, or what is the major difference? Need और want में एक major difference क्या होता है? Let us see. In this slide, you all can see 2 pictures, one in want side and another one in need side. In want side, there is a picture of a cake, chocolate and biryani. And in the need side, a picture of a glass with water, rice, dal, roti, sabzi. So the foods which are shown in want side में हमें जो foods देख रहे हैं, these are the foods which we don't need on a daily basis, which we would like to have. But on these type of food we don't usually rely. इन foods पे हमारे survival नहीं base होती है. ये foods occasionally और we want sometimes to eat biryani, or sometimes we want to eat dairy milk, but not on a daily basis. So things we don't really need but would like to have is known as want. But what is need? They are our daily requirements. We really need to have these in order to stay alive or for our survival. So things we must have in order to stay alive are considered as needs. So from here we can easily conclude that needs means our basic necessities for life and want is nothing but simply a desire. Need हमारी daily ज़रूरत है जो हमें fulfill करनी है for our survival. But want हमारी desire होती है जो हम चाहते हैं कि हमारे पास हो. So need is more important than want. Suppose I am explaining this with an example so that it gets more clear. Suppose education is one of our need and it is the most important need. But suppose my family income is not so good and I can't afford the fees of a good school, but I want to take admission in a big or good school. मेरी फैमिली इनकम इतनी अच्छी नहीं है लेकिन मुझे एक बहुत अच्छे बड़े स्कूल में एडमिशन चाहिए. बट सिंस माई फैमिली इनकम इज़ नॉट गुड, so I have to take admission in a simple school so that at least I can complete my education. So मुझे एक नॉर्मल स्कूल में एडमिशन लेना होगा जिससे कि मैं एटलीस्ट अपनी एजुकेशन फुलफ़िल कर सकूँ, पूरी कर सकूँ, कंप्लीट कर सकूँ. सो यहाँ मेरा अच्छा और बड़े स्कूल में पढ़ना वॉज अ डिज़ायर, इट वॉज़ माई वॉन्ट, बट एजुकेशन इज़ माई नीड, जिसकी वजह से मैंने एक स्मॉल स्कूल में एडमिशन लिया. सो आई थिंक द मेन डिफरेंस बिटवीन दीज टू gets almost got clear. Next day we will study further about this chapter: economical activity, economical problem, micro and macroeconomics, and so on. That's all for today's class. Thank you.